Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Dr. Riyaz Hussain and today we will discuss two group disconnections regarding 1,2 difunctionalized compounds. Target material will contain two functional groups and the relationship between these two functional groups will be the 1-2 relationship. In this lecture we will discuss disconnection and synthesis of the compounds which contain two functional groups, and the relationship between these two functional groups will be 1-2 relationship. And this is our lecture number 16 from the course Organic Synthesis. Key concepts. Following concepts will be covered in this lecture. First of all, we will discuss synthons of natural polarity which are obtained from 1,3 and 1,5 difunctionalized compounds. We have discussed the synthons of natural polarity in our previous lectures, which was delivered in last week. That was synthons from 1,3 and 1,5 difunctionalized compounds. In this lecture we will discuss synthons of unnatural polarity which are obtained from 1,2 difunctionalized compounds. After this we will discuss acyl anion. Acyl anion is a synthon of unnatural polarity which is obtained by disconnecting carbon-carbon bond of 1,2 difunctionalized compounds. Then we will discuss cyanides as acyl anion equivalents. After this we will discuss acetylenic species as acyl anion equivalents. When the carbon-carbon bond of 1,2 difunctionalized compounds is broken, then we obtained two synthons. One synthon will carry the positive charge and the other synthon will carry a negative charge. The synthon carrying a negative charge will be acyl anion, and acyl anion will be the synthon of unnatural polarity. So how can we obtain the acyl anion synthon? The source of acyl anion synthon will be either cyanide ion or the acyl anion synthon will be obtained from acetylenic species. Disconnection of 1,3 difunctionalized compounds. Hydroxyketone as well as beta diketone both are 1,3 dicarbonyl compounds. Hydroxyketones are also called beta hydroxyketones. In these compounds the relationship between two functional groups is 1,3 relationship. Both compounds can be disconnected at one of carbon-carbon bond between two functionalized group. See, beta hydroxyketone or 1,3 diketone both are 1,3 functionalized compounds. Both compounds can be disconnected at one of carbon-carbon bond. This bond is beta bond with respect to one of the carbonyl group. Upon disconnection of beta bond in these compounds, two synthans are obtained. One obtained synthan is enolate of one of the carbonyl compound, which reacts with either aldehyde or acid derivatives such as ester or acid halide. See this one. This is beta hydroxy ketone and this is beta bond. This wiggly line showing the disconnection of beta bond. When this bond is broken down, when this bond is disconnected, then we have two synthans. One is called synthan 2 and the other is called synthan 3. This synthan is carbanion, or we can say enolate of one of the carbonyl group. This enolate possess natural polarity, and this is either it may be the aldehyde or it may be the acid derivative. Remember, when our target material is beta hydroxy ketone, then its other fragment will be aldehyde. If our target material is beta diketones, upon disconnection of the beta bond we obtain two fragments. We obtain two synthans. One is synthan 2 and the other is synthan 5. Synthan 2 is again the enolate of the carbonyl compound and synthan 5 is the acid derivative of the acid derivative. It may be either acid halide or it may be the ester. So in short, we can say if our target material is beta hydroxy ketone, then its one synthan is enolate and the other synthan must be the aldehyde. If our target material is beta diketone, then its one synthan is enolate and the other synthan may be the acid derivative. It may be the ester or it may be the acid halide. Disconnection of 1,5 difunctionalized compounds. There is odd number relationship in 1,5 difunctionalized compounds. Again, 1,5 difunctionalized compounds are those compounds which possess two functional groups and the relationship between two functional groups is 1,5 relationship. Odd number relationship means we use synthans of natural polarity. When a beta bond in 1,5 difunctionalized compound is disconnected, then two synthans are obtained. One synthan is enolate and the other synthan is alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. Synthans obtained during disconnection of 1,5 difunctionalized compounds are enolate. Enolate is called D2 synthan. D2 means it's a donor synthan and it possesses two carbon atoms including carbonyl carbon, and the other synthan obtained during disconnection of beta bond in 1,5 difunctionalized compound is alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. This is A3 synthan. A means acceptor synthan and 3 means this synthan will possess 3 carbon including functional group carbon. A compound in which terminal carbon, which is beta carbon, is electrophilic carbon. See this one, this is 1,5 dicarbonyl compound. When a beta bond with respect to one of carbonyl carbon is disconnected, then we have two synthans. One is D2, that is enolate, and the other is A3, which is actually the alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. This is synthan 3. It's a synthesis. Carbonyl compound, when treated with a base, then base abstract the acidic proton, that is alpha proton, and this compound converted to the enolate, and then enolate is added across the beta carbon. This is called Michael addition, and we obtain compound number 6, that is another enolate. This enolate, upon accepting a proton from a base, converted to the 1,5 difunctionalized compound, that is compound number 1, and this is our target material. Disconnection of 1,2 difunctionalized compounds. One of the synthan obtained during disconnection of 1,3 and 1,5 difunctionalized compound is the enolate of carbonyl compound. That enolate acts as carbon nucleophile, while the other synthan is either aldehyde or acid derivative. If our target material is 1,3 difunctionalized compound, while the other synthan will be alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound if our target material is 1,5 difunctionalized compound. Now we move to even membered relationship. Now we move to the compounds which possess even membered relationship between two functional groups, and those compounds either may be 1,2 difunctionalized compounds or they may be 1,4 difunctionalized compounds, and in next lecture we will discuss 1,6 difunctionalized compound. See, there is even membered relationship between two functional groups present within a compound. The relationship may be 1,2 relationship, it may be 1,4 relationship, or it may be 1,6 relationship. So 1,2, 1,4 and 1,6 relationship compounds are also called difunctionalized compounds. In this lecture we will focus on 1,2 difunctionalized compound. These compounds may be the 1,2 diketone, or this compound may be the hydroxy ketone, or we can say hydroxycarbonyl compounds. There is one carbon-carbon bond between two functionalized carbon. The compounds which have 1,2 relationship between two functional group must only possess one carbon-carbon bond between two functionalized carbon. When this bond, that is the only carbon-carbon bond between two functional group, is disconnected, this disconnection is shown 1,2 dicarbonyl disconnection, then we obtain two synthans, that is synthan 2 and the other is synthan 3. When this carbon-carbon bond present in 1,2 difunctionalized compound is disconnected, then we have two synthans, synthan 2, that is the acyl anion. This acyl anion is synthan 2, and this is a synthan of unnatural polarity. See over here, there is a negative charge on carbonyl carbon, but naturally this carbonyl carbon is bonded with the more electronegative oxygen atom, and this oxygen atom withdraw electron density from the carbon toward itself and make the carbonyl carbon electron deficient. But here this carbonyl carbon is bearing a negative charge, so we can say this is a synthan of unnatural polarity. Synthan of unnatural polarity are obtained in the compounds which possess even membered relationship. The other synthan is synthan 3, that is the acid derivative, or it may be the aldehyde. See over here, if it is dicarbonyl compound, upon disconnection of carbon-carbon bond, then one fragment is fragment 2 and it carries a negative charge, and the other synthan is 3, that is the acid derivative. If our target material is 4 and it is a hydroxyketone, or we can say alpha hydroxyketone, then upon disconnection of carbon-carbon bond, then its one synthan is again the same, that is synthan 2, that is the synthan of unnatural polarity, and the next synthan is synthan 5, that is the aldehyde, if our target material is alpha hydroxyketone. Remember, if our target material is a diketone, then its one fragment is acylanine and the other is acid derivative. If our target material is hydroxyketone, then its one synthan is acylanine and the other synthan is the aldehyde. Acyl anion equivalents, synthan of unnatural polarity. In the previous slides we have seen that when a carbon-carbon bond of 1,2 difunctionalized compound is disconnected, then one of the synthan is acyl anion. It is the synthan of unnatural polarity, and in this synthan carbonyl carbon bears a negative charge, while the other synthan is either aldehyde or it may be the acid derivative. Acyl anion is the synthan of unnatural polarity. It cannot be obtained directly from the compound, but this is the synthan which is obtained by conversion, functional group interconversion, i.e. by converting one functional group to the other functional group. So in this slide we will discuss the source of acyl anion equivalents, which are the compounds, which are the functional group which will give us acyl anion equivalents. So first of all, cyanides upon reaction with carbonyl compound, aldehyde or ketone gives cyanohydrin compound, compound 7. See this one, this is aldehyde or CHO upon reaction with cyanide in the presence of water and acid chloride, mineral acid HX, then it gives us compound 7, that is cyanohydrin. This cyanohydrin compound bears two functional groups which are bonded with the same carbon. This is the carbon which is bonded on one side with cyanide and the other side with the hydroxyl group. So the same carbon bearing two functional groups. So this compound 7 is the cyanohydrin compound. This cyanide can be converted into variety of functional group by changing the reagent. See here, when this cyanohydrin, when this cyanides compound treated with sodium hydroxide water, I mean it is subjected to basic hydrolysis, then this cyanide group is converted to the carboxylic acid group. Compound number 8. This is carboxylic acid. Cyanide is converted to carboxylic acid. When this bond is broken down, when this bond is disconnected, then carboxyl carbon can bear a negative charge, because the source of carboxyl group is the cyanide, and this cyanide is the functional group in which carbon bears a negative charge. C triple bond N, the carbon bears a negative charge. When this cyanide, I mean cyanohydrin compound, is subjected to alcoholysis, alcohol lysis in the presence of acid, then it is converted to ester, compound 10. See this one, COOR. When this bond is disconnected, then carbonyl carbon of the ester bears a negative charge. So this is acyl anion. The source of this acyl anion again is cyanide. That's why this carbonyl carbon bearing a negative charge. When this cyanohydron subjected to catalytic reduction, hydrogen in the presence of catalyst, then it gives us amine CH2NH2. Again, when this bond is disconnected of compound 9, then we have a fragment CH2NH2. The carbon bears a negative charge. This is a synthan of unnatural polarity. When the compound 7 is subjected to reduction in the presence of DIBAL, diisobutyl aluminium hydride, then the cyanide group is converted to the aldehyde formyl group, compound 6 formyl group. Again the carbon bears a negative charge. Reduction of cyano compounds with DIBAL H. This slide will show the mechanism of reduction of cyanide with DIBAL. This is diisobutyl aluminium hydride. The lone pair of nitrogen attack at aluminium because aluminium is Lewis acid. Then we have this type of fragment, the nitrogen carrying a positive charge. The hydride from the DIBAL H moved from the DIBAL to the carbon, and this bond shift to the nitrogen. Then we have this type of species. Upon hydrolysis, this is converted to the aldehyde. What happened? The nitrogen first will be protonated, and this nitrogen will carry the positive charge, and again the OH will attack at carbon. Then a bond, double bond, one of the bond present between nitrogen and carbon move towards the nitrogen. Again, after rearrangement, this intermediate is converted to the aldehyde. In the previous slides, we have discussed that cyanides are the acyl anion equivalents. So the acyl anion cannot be obtained directly, but these are obtained by converting functional group, one functional group to the other functional group. If cyanides is our functional group, then it can be converted to the acyl anion equivalent. So if our target material contain ester, then it can be obtained from the cyanides. If it is amine, then it can also be obtained from cyanides, and if it is aldehyde, then it also be obtained from cyanides. If it is carboxylic acid, then it is also obtained from cyanide side. In the previous slide, we have discussed that cyanohydron are the compounds which contain two functional groups. One is the cyanide group and the other is the hydroxyl group. And that cyanide group can be converted into variety of functional group by changing the reagents. So when the cyanohydron subjected to basic hydrolysis, then it is converted to the carboxylic acid. Then the relationship between hydroxyl group and the carboxylic acid is the 1-2 relationship. The synthan is the carboxylate anion, in which the carboxylic carbon, the carbonyl carbon bears a negative charge. So that is the synthan of unnatural polarity that cannot be obtained directly. but it can be achieved through functional group interconversion. The other acyl anion equivalent is the acetyl anion. Acetyl anion. If our acyl anion equivalent bears 2 carbon, then that acyl anion cannot be obtained through cyanides, but this acyl anion equivalent will be obtained by using acetyl anion. Cyanides adds only 1 carbon atom, and if we need more carbon, 2 carbon atom, then we use acetyl anion. We saw in the chapter 16 in our previous classes that acetylenes can be converted to ketones through hydration. A very simple example is the hydroxy ketone. See here, this is our compound number 11. This is a hydroxy ketone. When this hydroxy ketone is subjected to functional group interconversion, then it is converted to compound number 12. See over here, this is compound number 11 and it bears 2 functional group, and the relationship between 2 functional group is 1-2 relationship. When a bond is disconnected, when a carbon-carbon bond in compound number 11 is disconnected, then one of the synthan is acyl anion. So this acyl anion cannot be obtained directly. So it is obtained through functional group interconversion. This acyl anion bears 2 carbon. So this acyl anion cannot be obtained through cyanides because cyanides introduce 1 carbon. So the acyl anion equivalent which bears 2 carbon is obtained by using acetylenic species. So through functional group interconversion, compound number 11 is converted to compound number 12. The carbonyl carbon of the compound number 11 and the adjacent carbon becomes the acetylenic carbon, triple bonded carbon compound number 12. Now this compound number 12 is subjected to 1-2 dicarbonyl disconnection. This bond is disconnected, then we obtain acetylenic anion, and the other synthan is acetone. This is acetone. Acetylenic anion is called D1 reagent because it possesses 1 carbon from the functional group carbon, and this is A2 synthan. Acetone is A2 synthan. This is the functional group carbon and this is the adjacent carbon. It bears 2 carbon. So this is A2 synthan. Synthesis of hydroxy ketone. Our target material is, in the previous slide we have discussed the disconnection of hydroxy ketone. Here we will synthesize that compound by using acetylene. See here, this is acetylene. H single bond C, triple bond C, H. This acetylenic species bears 2 carbon. When it is subjected to sodium amide, a base, this base abstract a proton and convert this acetylene into the acetylene anion. It's a D1 reagent. This D1 reagent added across the acetone. This D1 reagent is the anion because this proton is abstracted by the base, and this triple bonded carbon bears a negative charge it attacks at the carbonyl carbon of the acetone and convert the acetone into this compound 12. The yield of the product is 88%. When the compound 12 is subjected to mercuration, or we can say hydration, then the both acetylene carbon, one carbon is converted to carbonyl compound, the other carbon is converted to the CH3, and we obtained a hydroxy ketone, that is compound number 11, and this compound is obtained in 88% yield. So the source of this acyl anion is the acetylenic species. This acyl anion possesses 2 carbon, therefore the 2 carbon acyl anion is obtained through acetylene. And we have discussed in our previous classes that when acetylene is subjected to mercuration, or we can say hydration, then it is converted to the carbonyl compounds. In the next slide we will discuss the mechanism of formation of ketone carbonyl compound from the acetylene during hydration. Mechanism of mercuration, hydration of acetylene, or we can say conversion of acetylene to carbonyl compounds. When acetylene treated with mercuric sulfate, then it gives us mercurinium intermediate, 3-membered intermediate. In this reaction, acetylene acts as electron rich species and it attacks at mercury atom. As a result, this intermediate is obtained. Water molecule attack at one of the acetylene carbon, then a ring opens and this type of intermediate is obtained. This intermediate, after losing a proton from here, is converted to this type of intermediate. The lone pair of oxygen move inward and the double bond between carbon moves toward the one of the carbon, and that carbon accept a proton from the solvent and converted to the CH2. This is the carbon which is bonded with the mercury atom, and also this is the acetylene carbon which already have greater number of hydrogen from the other acetylene carbon. This intermediate, after passing through rearrangement, converted to this enol, and this enol after tautomerization gives us this type of intermediate, and this intermediate after losing a proton gives us carbonyl compound. See, this is the acetylene carbon which is converted to the carbonyl carbon, and this is the other acetylene carbon which is converted to the CH3.